What is up, everyone? Welcome to Apocalypse Movies and our end of the year videos. We are starting off the wrap up of 2017 with our top 5 geek movies of the year. We felt it was necessary to separate the geek movies from the original films of the year just because blockbuster geek movies are so big. They are so prominent. So why not separate them? They would be full of our top 10 movies of the year anyway. So let's give them their own list and we're here to talk about them. Today joining me, I got Jacob Bartley and Brian Bavolicino. We are very excited. We are all about geek pop culture films. They are some of our most anticipated movies of the year. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to break this down a little bit differently. We're not going to go 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. We're going to go 5 through 3, name our 5 through 3 films, then go 2, then 1, kind of build the anticipation a little bit. And we're not going to spend too much time on each film, but we will talk about our number ones probably a little bit more lengthy than our other 4. So we're going to start off with 5 through 3, and we're actually going to shoot it to Brian first. So let him know what you think of, or what your 5 through 3 films are, and just maybe a sentence or two to kind of wrap them up.
Sounds good. All right, so my number 5 this year was actually Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Whoa!
Nice. Yeah.
Surprise!
I'm
Glad to see it on there.
You know,
Glad to see it on there.
It was a good movie. Anything Chris Pratt's in, I'm down
Very
for.
true. Very true.
It was funny. Little forced sometimes, but still a great movie. My number 4 would be Logan. A little low.
Not surprising, but it's on there.
It's on there at least. That Western type feel for a comic book movie. Loved that, and the ending to
Spoiler.
His
I hope you've seen it.
His Wolverine career. Hopefully not, but we'll see. And then my number 3 is actually gonna be Thor 2, or excuse me, Thor Ragnarok.
Wow.
Yeah, right on my head. Can't say enough good things about that movie. It battled with my second place movie.
Now I'm very intrigued as to what your 2 and 1 are.
It battled my second place movie, but in the end, I felt it was good at 3.
2 of those movies can be argued to be 1 and 2 of the year, which is surprising to hear.
Yeah, that's
so I'm very
true.
interested to see what 2 and 1 are. Jacob, follow up, man. What do you got for 5 through 3?
Okay, so I have to give a quick shout out to Wonder Woman. I cannot believe it did not make my list.
Same here.
I love Wonder Woman so much, but this goes to show how great of a year it is for geek
I know
films.
what's on the list already.
My number 5 is no surprise to you guys. It's Power Rangers.
Yep.
I don't have to say much about this. I grew up a huge Power Rangers fan. The movie was very entertaining to me. I loved it. And so I ended up really enjoying that film. So it's up there. It's my number 5, barely beating Wonder Woman. My number 4 is Thor Ragnarok. I love this movie so much. It is, I'll say it's the best Thor movie. I like the first one a lot, but it's probably the best Thor movie. So it delivered on all fronts. Loved it. And my number 3 is Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. He's my favorite superhero. And I love that he's a part of the MCU. I just rewatched it. I got it on Blu-ray for Christmas.
Nice.
And I love that movie. Iron Man and Spider-Man together. It's great. So my number 3 is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Nice. Yeah, so for me, I'm actually going to shout out, honorable mention to Power Rangers and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Nice.
2 films very worthy of the list, obviously. And you
Glad
think
to
about
see Power Rangers up
Yeah,
there.
you think
At
about
least the
Power
honorable
Rangers.
mention,
We're talking about all superhero movies, but Power Rangers is super geeky.
Yeah.
It's straight nerd for a lot of people like this one. So it had to be mentioned on the list. But number 5, I actually have Wonder Woman on my list.
Nice.
Number 5 is Wonder Woman. You know, Gal Gadot, we've heard the backlash towards her acting, but she really stood out in this movie. Chris Pine, obviously. Patty Jenkins as a director. The bright spot of the DCEU, if you will. So that is definitely a number 5. Willing or deservingly of that spot. Number 4, I have Spider-Man Homecoming.
Nice.
And I had a hard time putting it at this spot. I did.
Okay.
I had a very hard time because I very much enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, there's so many great ones.
It's very much, it's the perfect Spider-Man movie. Tom Holland could not have picked a better guy for this character. I'm so excited to see him going forward in the MCU. And a great first step for his first solo movie after kind of such duds over the last kind of 5 or 6 years. So, and then number 3, Thor Ragnarok. This was a big one for me because I absolutely love Thor Ragnarok. I will watch this movie day and night, over and over and over again. It's so colorful and vibrant. It's so different from the MCU movies.
Oh yeah,
it's one of my favorite Marvel solo movies. Probably
Tessa
Marvel
Thompson
movies ever.
was great.
Her as Valkyrie.
She's amazing.
I had to get that pop
She
figure.
puts it to another level.
Had to get that
She
pop
does,
figure.
yeah.
So, Thor Ragnarok number 3. But let's get right into it, man. The juicy stuff. We're getting to number 2 here.
Top 2.
It can kind of be. We can kind of think about what's coming
Yeah.
for most of us. But Jacob, I'm gonna shoot it back right to you, man.
Okay. Before Brian, huh?
What do you think, or what is your number 2 movie of the year? And then kind of like giving us the details what number 1 is.
Okay, so my number 2 movie of the year is Star Wars: The Last Jedi. My number 2 geek movie
I had
of the year is Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Star Wars is life.
Yep.
But there's a special film that's in the number 1 spot that transcended the geek genre, transcended movies in general. So I will talk about it. You'll find out what it is. But I love Star Wars: The Last Jedi so much, but it wasn't enough to get that number 1 geek movie for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna follow up and say the same exact thing. Star Wars: The
my
Last
God.
Jedi is my number 2 geek movie of the year.
Dude, I did not expect that from you.
I know this
I
is
did
a
not
shocker.
expect that
I
from
know.
you.
I absolutely
Wow.
love this movie.
I want to get up and walk out. Right
It transcends.
Wow.
It transcends the Star Wars movie. It does.
It does, yeah.
The mythology is shattered. The characters right now are shattered. Like, we have never seen a movie like this before in the Star Wars universe. But there is also another film out there that has never done something to a superhero movie that we've ever seen before. So Brian, give it to him, man. What is your number 2 film?
My number 2 is Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Nice.
It was hilarious. Tom Holland is perfect.
He's great.
He's the Spider-Man that we all deserved and have been wanting for I don't know how long. He was perfect. Perfect Spider-Man. Should I go into it?
Just go right into
My number 1 is clearly Star Wars, as you can tell by my reaction. I know there's a lot of people that hate this movie. It was probably my favorite of all the Star Wars movies. I'm going to see it tonight
You gave
again.
it a 10 out of 10.
I gave
so
it a
that's
10
not
out of 10,
surprising.
so that
Yeah.
movie blew my expectations. Loved it.
Yeah,
I'm shocked you guys don't have that as number 1s, so I cannot wait.
Well,
to
there's
hear
one
it.
movie that changed our mind as far as
Yes.
superhero movies go, and I think both of us,
It's the same one. Logan.
both
Yeah.
have Logan up there. Jacob, why don't you start off, man?
This movie, since I've seen it, it's been my number 1 movie of the year overall, not just geek films. And I knew movies were gonna have a hard time beating it. The one who I thought had a chance was gonna be Star Wars: The Last Jedi. It got up there, but Logan is, because I've been watching Hugh Jackman play this character for so long. It was something special, and I think it supposedly being the last has something to do with it.
A little bit
Because I know I'm
emotional.
gonna get more Star Wars movies, so I treasure Logan more for some reason.
Fair enough.
And that's
No, I
Logan
kinda-
is a special movie.
I
to
kind of
me.
have the same feelings, and it's because we have that such big of an attachment to him.
Yes, exactly.
And because it was such a different Wolverine from what we've seen, it was the finale, and it was one of the biggest storylines we've ever wanted to see from the character.
Yes.
And Hugh Jackman has never been better as the
he's
character.
great.
He's perfect.
It was bloody, violent, just vicious all around, and I'm surprised that I have Star Wars up there too. I really am.
You honestly shocked me with that.
I love that
It took
film.
me a second to process it. Like, my reaction was delayed because I was like, wait a second, what? But it's not only Hugh Jackman's last, it's Patrick Stewart's last too.
Yes.
So you throw that in there, and then the introduction of Daphne King as X-23.
And hopefully we see her back.
all of that is just combined, it just made for a great film, honestly.
What do you think about our list, Brian?
Good list. We know what number 1 should be, but
All right, well, before we wrap it up,
That's
we're going to
awesome.
run through our list one more time, 5 through 1. I'll start off. I got Wonder Woman at number 5, Spider-Man Homecoming at number 4, Thor Ragnarok at number 3, Star Wars: The Last Jedi at number 2, yes, Star Wars: The Last Jedi at number 2, and Logan at
Wow.
number 1. Jacob, why don't you go ahead and go, man?
I had Power Rangers at number 5, Thor Ragnarok at number 4, Spider-Man Homecoming at number 3, Star Wars: The Last Jedi at number 2, and Logan at number 1. Love Logan so much.
mine, the right list, is number 5. We've got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Number 4, we have Logan. 3 is Thor Ragnarok. 2, Spider-Man Homecoming. And number 1, Star Wars.
All right, well, that is our
Yo.
top 5 geek movies of the year. Go ahead and check that out, as well as the other videos we're going to have. Top 5 films of 2017. We're also going to have our most anticipated movies of 2018 here pretty soon, right in the beginning of January, so about a week or so. Check those out. Again, thank you for joining us, and until next time, see you later.